So here's a review on the 360 degrees panoramic ball head made by Smarta. Now, I've been enjoying this ball head when I do landscape photography. Now, I am a professional photographer, but I am not a professional landscape photographer. There's a huge difference. I do the landscape portion as a hobby. I've been shooting for almost 20 years, and astrophotography is something I also enjoy. And this type of ball head comes in really handy because most ball heads do have the dial down here, so you know exactly how many degrees that you're turning. Now, this ball head also is made of all aluminum. Everything is nice and smooth. You don't hear any grinding noise in here. And, you know, just turning this, for example, the base is very smooth. It does have a little bit of friction, but you also want that as you don't want it free spinning, you know, like really fast. Some people may prefer that, but I love just how smooth this base turns. Now, you got the 0 degrees. Now, up here, once you dial this in with the ball head, you have the level here and also here. Depending on where you have this set up, you might want to level that first. I'm just going to ballpark it as far as the leveling is concerned. So let's say you have this at 0 degrees, and I'm just going to take my Sony a6100 for example. I love using this camera because I shoot a lot of pets too at a cat rescue. Now I'm going to back this camera up a little bit, and let's say I'm shooting a landscape to the right of me. If you're turning to do a stitching, you can obviously go by, say, you know, I want to do every 30 degrees to do like an overlap of like a quarter of a frame. That's fine with most ball heads. The only issue is when you start dealing with like vertical plane and when you actually have to do like an overhead shot, like astrophotography is a fine example. So I'm actually going to turn this camera like so. And let's just say this is the way I'm going to start shooting. Now, I could do this on the ball head, no problem, because I could just turn this and basically guesstimate on the turn. So I'll try to, you know, make sure that it's fairly straight. But the issue I always find out with that is that sometimes I'll miss a shot or it's overlapped by too much. And I don't know exactly how many degrees or how many shots I need to be able to cover, say, 180 degrees of the sky. So this is where it comes in handy, and obviously you want to be careful. This is the big knob here is to release the camera. So you turn a small handle, and you obviously want to hold on to it, as you can see. And as you're turning, you can go by the mark here. So whether you're moving by 10 degrees or 5 degrees, you know exactly how many degrees that you're turning. So now you can do your shots and know that, you know, if you do like say 6 or 7 frames at this angle, then you can move on to the next. So in that sense, this is far more accurate than using a regular ball head. Now there are even more sophisticated ball heads out there for this type of shots, like real estate. They have what they call the geared head, which I will not get into, and as I've never used it before, but they're more precision. So this is great for the budget conscious people, but also it's made very durable. It held, you know, my Canon EOS R with the Tamron lens just fine as well, and it fits nice and compact with my Benro tripod as well as other tripods. I haven't had any issues with it. So this is probably one of the overall great tripod, you know, ball head mount that I found on Amazon so far. So definitely check it out. Like I said, there's really no plastic parts. Everything is aluminum. Obviously this one is anodized. Everything turns nice and smooth. And this lever, I forgot to tell you, is that you can change the angle of the latch by pulling on it. So it looks really nice and compact. You do get a nice protective casing bag with it. So I really love using it, and the price is great also. Definitely have one in your arsenal.